Beyond the chat, when I just talk, we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Welcome.
What's up?
What's up, people? Oh my goodness. Welcome to Beyond the Chat. It's your girl, your best friend, your next door neighbor, Miss Natasha Cash.
In the building. This is T-Dub. In the
building. We are super excited to be back this week. We know y'all had to hang out with Yvette Quantifa Wong and Mr. Cletus last week, but we are back. We appreciate them holding down our spot.
Yeah, they did their thing.
They did do their thing. You know, we was paying attention. We was watching. You know, they did a little bit of singing and had a couple of, cracked a couple jokes in there and everything.
Yeah, T-Dub cracked a couple notes, but yeah, there were a couple of jokes.
You mean Mr. Cletus?
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean TW cracked a couple jokes on Mr. Cleveland?
There you go.
Oh my goodness! Listen, well, I appreciate
he was trying though.
He did good.
Yeah, but he ain't no TW though.
Nah, he ain't no TW. But he did not Yvette. Now that's my girl.
Now that girl sung that song.
Well, thank you.
She sung that song.
I tried to give her a couple little pointers and everything. Tell her, make sure you do your thing.
I can tell you've been working with her.
You can tell me working with her. Well, I appreciate
that.
Now
you gotta put her. And I told her, you gotta put her in the foreground.
She told me about that. She told me about putting her in the foreground, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna think about it." Because after she did the song last week, "Give Love on Christmas Day," I heard my girl sing a song, and I'm thinking about putting her in the foreground, because she's normally in the background.
She's so to me.
I think I'm gonna put her in the foreground and see how it go down.
Do that.
But you think you think she'll step up to the plate and do her thing?
I think so. Y'all tell us, what do y'all think about hearing Yvette sing a song, like actually record a song in the studio, like a finished song of her own? What do y'all think about hearing a song recorded, produced?
Oh wow!
Produced by TW, recorded by Yvette.
Wow!
I get in the studio.
You gonna put her in the studio?
I get in the studio just to see what she can do with whatever I throw at her.
Now listen, I'm gonna say something too. I'm gonna let her know that you gonna put her in the studio, and we're gonna see what happens. I probably ain't gonna be able to keep her from screaming. I could probably hear her screaming in that high-pitched voice that she be talking in all the time. But I'm gonna see about putting her in the studio, and see what she does. Hey, if you say that she sound good enough to record a song, that Yvette got, she got enough pipes and enough vocal skills to record a song, I'm gonna let her know.
I think she can do it.
You think she can do it?
I think she can do it.
Okay.
Based on what I heard last week.
Yeah.
She got some potential.
We got somebody in the chat saying, first of all, we got somebody saying, "What's up, cuz?"
What's up?
And then somebody saying yes. I think they saying, are you saying yes to Yvette recording the song?
I think so.
You think that's what they saying?
I think so.
Okay, well, it sounds like Yvette got a couple of fans then.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to talk to Yvette.
Well, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? A love song, a fast song? That Christmas Day song that she sung last week was like Christmas Day.
Oh my goodness! Well, like I said, I've been working with her. She's been real serious about singing and representing, and she always promoting my music. So, I think, give her an opportunity, give her a chance, to get out there and, spread her wings a little bit and see what she can do.
A little bit.
So, if the people, people want to hear Yvette sing, after the song she did last Sunday, then let's give the people what they want.
All right. I think we're going to do that. We're going to be like, okay, here's the song. We're just going to play it.
Okay. So,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I know good and well. Boy. He did not just say.
Listen, we have somebody in the chat. Excuse me. We have somebody that just chimed in saying, "What's up, Tasha and Terry? I'm ready to sing." Now, first of all, okay.
Firstly,
as Yvette would say, you have to have some sort of vocal ability to be or to be able to sing, in order to even have an opportunity to come up in the booth, because
some sort.
Some sort. You can't be talking
Anything.
about I'm a musician and then you play the cowbell, or talking about you play the tambourine. I'm a musician. I need to get in the studio. Ain't nobody got time for that. We need you to be able to bring it. And Brother Steve.
Yeah, next time put LOL on the back of that.
Right, exactly. I mean, we've been trying to get you behind the microphone for how many?
It's been a few years.
It's been a few years, and yeah, you got a bunch of excuses. I mean, you talking about you need to be paid first. You need your limo driver. You need contract hotel rooms. You need M&Ms. broke out into different colors and different bowls. Listen, we need to hear you sing first before we do all that. So we'll have our people get with somebody. Yeah.
I'm still trying to get over the room temperature cold water. Room temperature cold
room
water.
Temperature cold water. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, we are so excited that you're here with us. You join us on Beyond the Chat. If you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, if you're on beyondthechat.com, if you're having a Facebook watch party, we so appreciate the love and the support. We are excited about our show tonight. We're going to keep it short, keep it cute, and we're going to keep it real. So we make sure you stay tuned and stay locked. We are in love with what we are doing, and we know that there are many out there that have supported us every single week. This is episode 19.
Oh yeah, 19.
Episode 19. We are on a roll. We are loving what we do. How you feel about the podcast? I mean, it's just
I feel wonderful. I think our growth will come in sponsorship, because we're creative, so we keep fresh ideas flowing, and
definitely.
It's just something that is, and I wouldn't say that it's hard to do. It's just a matter of being dedicated, being on time, and being there for our listeners that look forward to us being there at 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Absolutely. So, and you know what? I mean, we have been, we may be, little locally famous now, because we walk out in the streets and stuff, and people are saying, hey, listen to your podcast, watch your podcast, love your podcast, saw you on the podcast. Cool. And I'm like, wow, that is awesome.
Oh, that tip really helped.
Yes, that's true. We've heard that as well. People paying attention to our tips and stuff. So Steve, I don't know if it's your nap time or whatever, but he talking about if he write a song, will we sing it and let him know if we need a beat. Beating, like beat. You need a beating or what?
I think it's a beating wrong. Beets. The ones you put on Greek salad.
Oh, that's what
I think
he's
that's kind of beat. A beetroot.
Because he can't be talking about music, right? Oh my goodness! Listen, there's so many people out there that have been trying to get on our record label and get us to sign them, and they have zero talent. And we're not gonna call any names or call anybody out, because they know exactly who they are. Stop. Okay.
But some do have talent. Now we'll give it to some people. Some of them do actually have talent.
Right, but the ones that
different type of talent that ain't got nothing to do with music, but they have talent.
Right, exactly.
They're talented.
They talented, all right. But when it comes to singing, they need to let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Listen, I have a thought of the week. We are almost at the end of 2020. This has been a year like no other. Mm-hmm. We have experienced some of the greatest lows, some of the greatest highs. Some have been able to weather the storm. God is still amazing and awesome. And so I have my thought of the week, which I give every week. But this thought of the week, I just found it to be awesome. It was written by a William James. And the thought of the week is: act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does. Oh my goodness. I read that. It was so powerful, and it enlightened me so much. It just brought about so many thoughts and so many, memories. How, you grow up around your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, your friends, your coworkers. And believe it or not, people are paying attention to you. They're paying attention to what you're saying. Yep. They're paying attention to what you're doing. They pay attention to how you act, how you react, how you respond, what your triggers are. And believe it or not, how you act is how your children learn how to respond, how to react. That's where they get their personality and their character from. And not even just as children, but even as adults.
Yeah. And also you have to keep in mind too that a lot of it doesn't come from just the parents. It comes from the child's environment.
Yes.
So if you're not really parenting,
right,
and your child is out there learning from other kids that's not being parented,
there you go.
then there goes the bad habits.
Right.
You know, so that's a dangerous, that's a lose-lose.
It is a lose-lose.
So you definitely want to, you know, stay in tune and on lock
right.
with your children.
And the other thing too is, you know, with children and adults, we, you know, as a parent, you separate from your child during the day, not during the pandemic, obviously, because they're home right now. Most of them are home. But think about when your child was going to a brick and mortar and they were interacting with other children, like you said, TW, they were interacting with other children, but not only other children, they were interacting with other adults, teachers that were being paid to instill things into your children's lives. And a lot of that stuff we have to be on point as parents with that. And even with relationships, you know, you leave your wife, you leave your husband, or you leave your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, at home, or they go to their job. Think about all of the energy that we encounter throughout the day, the different people we talk to, that we chat with, that we email, that we call, that we text, that we come into contact with, our coworkers. A lot of that is shaping who we are as adults. And every single day, our thoughts are changing, our relationships are changing, our demeanor, our character is changing. And a lot of times we don't even realize it. Have you ever experienced a person who you tell them, you're different?
Right.
You know, you've been acting different lately, and it may be good and it may, you know, not be so good, but, you know, it just depends on, you know, what you find yourself into, whatever you're encountering at the time. It just depends, you know, that could bring a change in you.
Right.
So we have to be careful who we are giving our energy to, who we're spending our time with, who we are, you know, allowing to enter into our personal space, because those vibes and that energy can flow over onto you.
Correct.
So we got to be careful who we're giving our energy and sharing our time with. So that's my thought of the week. Act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does.
It does.
Thank you. Can I give myself a hand clap for that? Even though it's not my quote.
Preach.
Yeah. Okay. Really. So yeah. So let's jump into some TW's tips. I know you said you wanted to share some tips tonight. You got some tips?
I have a couple things.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a couple. You know, probably 3 to be exact.
Okay.
But for now, I'm gonna just basically mention. Occasionally, there may be issues where you may get marks or scuffs, you know, like from shoes on your wooden floor.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
You may even get magic, you know, like permanent marker on your wooden floor.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that you can do is you can actually take toothpaste. Toothpaste has a mild abrasive in it,
right?
That will allow you to kind of buff out those scratches or those scuffs.
Okay.
And even permanent marker. So keep that in mind. That toothpaste kind of works just like a wax.
Wow.
Just like a compound wax. That you buff your car and it's
right.
shiny, just like when you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they're shiny now.
Yeah.
Toothpaste does that little fine, little thin layer buffing, polishing, cleaning. So
I like
that'll
that.
be a good option to try if you get scuff marks on your wooden floor, or
right.
permanent marker on your wooden floor, or something like that.
Nice.
It does a trick.
I like that.
Okay.
That's good. I mean, and that's something that we have in the house. It's not like we have to go and spend extra money on toothpaste. You're using toothpaste, hopefully, on a regular basis. So, you know, that's something that's already in the house that can be used for multiple things. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got?
Another thing for bakers.
Okay, bakers.
People who bake. Now, if you've been in the baking game for a long time, then you may already know this, but if you want successful baking, you want to make sure that you bake, your ingredients are at room temperature.
Oh.
So your milk, your eggs, your butter, softened, they should be at room temperature. That's the best way to have your ingredients.
Okay.
If for some reason you're ready to bake your cake and you need to get your eggs, milk, butter, at room temperature.
Yeah.
You can basically, I wouldn't necessarily, some people say microwave, but basically microwave makes it hot, so you don't want your ingredients to be hot. You just want them to be down to room temperature. So one of the things I do with eggs, and I do this with milk too, is I'll put warm water in a big bowl, and I'll drop the eggs in the bowl,
Okay.
and just let them kind of warm up a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'll sit them out of the hot water or warm water, not hot water. You don't want to boil your eggs, but but you put them in a nice warm water bowl,
right?
And 30 minutes later, your eggs will be down in temperature. They won't be cold eggs. All right. So another thing with milk, you can do the same thing. Pour your cup of milk in a cup, and sit that cup in the center of a warm bowl of water.
Okay.
That will warm up the milk.
Warm it up to room temperature.
Before you use it, just stir it. Make sure the temperature in the milk is totally balanced all the way through.
Now help me understand what's the difference? Like, what makes it different from coming out of the refrigerator being cold milk, cold butter, cold whatever it is that you're using, as opposed to making it room temperature? How does that make a difference?
Well, what you want to accomplish when you do your mixing is you want a creamy texture to your batter. You want it to be batter. You don't want it to be clumpy. You don't want it to be separated. You want it to be incorporated so that when you do pour it in, everything's nice, smooth, and balanced. The only thing you should have to do is maybe tap it to get any air bubbles out of the cake. And hey, get the bacon.
Get to bacon. Okay.
Another thing with butter, you can basically put it on what I do is I put it on the top of a paper plate, and I sit that plate on top of a warm bowl of water in the microwave.
And that softens the butter.
And that will soften the butter. The heat from the water will basically create a warm environment inside the microwave, and that will soften your butter as well.
Look at you. You fancy. So you a chef, huh?
I've been doing a little something for a long time.
Okay.
Doing a little something.
Okay. Well, listen, we want to hear from you. If you have any tips out there for home remedies or things that you want to share that you use that have, multiple uses for them, then let us know so we can share it with our audience. We would love to hear what you do to, clean a scratch or a scuff or anything that you do around the house that's different from what people would normally use something for. We want to hear from you. Share with our listeners so that, hey, we all can be educated. Tell me something I don't know. I didn't know that, putting butter out and milk out and making it room temperature would help your cake or whatever your food be creamy.
Cakes and cookies. But for pastry, it should be cold.
Well, listen,
cold.
I'm not baking anyway, but I just want to know because I got somebody that know how to put it down. You know what I'm saying? So I just, for the people. For the people.
For the people, not we the people.
For the people. Yes, give them some good tips. We appreciate TW's tips. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for sharing. Listen, let's jump into what we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we're talking about New Year's resolutions. We make them every single year. And by the statistics show that by the second month of the year, we've already broken our New Year's resolution. So listen, we want to hear what your New Year's resolution is. We're going to be talking about ours. And we're also going to share some ways to maintain your New Year's resolution and keep it going, not give up, not quit, and not say, oh, this is too tough, this is too hard. But we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you plan to do differently in 2021 to reach your goals, to make your life different, to make your life better, to be a blessing to somebody, whatever it is, whatever your self, goals are, plans are. We want to know. We want to hear from you. I'm going to start it off. Can I start?
Go ahead, start.
Okay, I'm going to start it off. So, some people know and some people don't know, but for those that are watching, listening, paying attention, whatever it is, I'm super excited because I made a vow to myself that I was going to lose 50 pounds on my own without going to any type of Weight Watchers or having liposuction, doing any of that. And I am so grateful and I've been blessed because I started in November, the first week of November. And as of December 27th at 6:21 p.m., I have officially lost 14 pounds and I have been able to keep them off. And the way that I've been able to do it, thank you very much. The way that I have been able to do that is by using an app that I downloaded, and it's called MyFitnessPal. And if you download the application and you follow it, you put in your goals, your weight, your current weight, your age, your goals, and all that stuff, then you just follow it. I've been able to pretty much maintain eating what I like. If I want to have a Snicker, then I have a Snicker. But I know that, hey, if I have the whole Snicker, then I have to cut back on something else. So it's a mindset, and it's a way of you saying to yourself, I'm just going to do better. I'm not going to stop myself or deprive myself from having the things that I enjoy and the things that I love, but I'm going to be more conscious of how much of it I eat.
Indeed. And I've been, trying to do a little bit of the same thing too. I don't really watch or count the calories.
Right.
I just watch what I eat.
You watch what you eat. And that's important.
I watch what I eat, and I watch when I eat and when I go to bed after I eat.
Right. And
because you shouldn't eat late and then go right to bed.
That is
you got to burn those calories and then go to bed. Don't depend on sleep to burn those calories.
Right. And you know what? Water is my best friend. When I tell you I love water, I crave water, I drink water all of the time. It helps with making you full faster. Mm-hmm. If you drink a glass of water before your dinner or before your lunch, you won't eat as much because you'll be full, and you'll maintain that feeling of being full longer. And then when it's time to eat again, you won't be as hungry.
Right. And drinking water before going to bed, it helps your organs.
Yes, it does.
It's so good for your organs.
Absolutely. So, hey, that's one thing that I have been doing that I definitely plan to carry over into the new year for my New Year's resolution. It actually started early in 2020, but I do plan to continue to do that because it has definitely been working, and it's not hard. I thought it was going to be hard. I started it maybe about a year ago. I got frustrated with having to enter the stuff into the app, and now I don't go a day without entering. It really is.
You can eat anything. It's just a matter of counting the calories and not eating too late. Cut yourself off and get used to it. And once you create that habit, boom, you're in there.
Exactly. And I love it. Like I said, I've lost 14 pounds in the last 6 weeks, and I'm super excited about losing 30, 40 more. I just want to get healthier and tone, and I want to live a long time. I want to be able to play with my grandson, who I love so much.
And you do not want me to be your personal trainer.
And absolutely not. You are not a personal trainer. You are a slave master. I don't know.
How can I be a slave master? And I got Vipers on here asking me to come back.
Because they're crazy.
Bring back Suncoast Vipers 2021.
They didn't say they want to play.
I hear you.
They just said bring them back. Now I don't know if they said they want to play. They just said bring them back. Now that's the part that we need to make sure that we are clear on, because I have gone out to the field with you to exercise and almost threw up my guts. I don't know what you were.
These guys. This is a lineman that actually said that.
Well,
and he's been through my conditioning for probably, I think he played for me about 5 or 6 years.
Well, has he had a psychological evaluation? Because he must be crazy. Because you are ridiculous. And it doesn't matter if you're a female. I try to say, I'm a girl, take it easy on me. And he's like, are you talking? Are you going slow? That's 2 more rounds. And I'm like, but I thought you loved me.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't feel it. I don't. When we out there, I'm not feeling the love. So who is that? Christopher. I'm gonna need you. Don't say nothing else about no workouts, no Vipers, no none of that, because he get in that beast mode. And then I got to be out there working out. So I'm trying to lose weight, but I ain't trying to die doing it. Okay.
We've actually talked about it, but this pandemic and all this other stuff going on has really put a question mark on a lot of stuff. And right now, I've actually been asked to coach a 7-on-7 youth team.
Yes.
Which is something that's going to kick off in January. So look forward to doing that. And who knows what'll happen the year after that or the year after that.
That's very true.
I do miss my Vipers, and hey, I've been wanting to actually do a Viper reunion.
Oh, that would be nice.
Where we just all get out there, have a big cookout, and just get everybody back together. So
that would be cool. I'm sure they would love that.
I'm definitely thinking about doing it. I've been thinking about it. Which brings me to one of my resolutions.
Okay.
For the new year is stop procrastinating on simple stuff. Sometimes, something be so easy, and I know I just do it like that till I just kind of put it off, because I know that when I do it, it's not going to take any time. So one of the things I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to, jump on stuff quicker so I can get it off my plate. Put it on my calendar, set reminders. So it's like, hey, remember this.
Right.
I'll put it in my head and be like, okay, I can remember that. Yeah, I remember it, but it's so easy to just keep putting it off. And that's how a month passed, 2 months passed. I'm like, dang it, why don't I just do it?
But then the next thing you know, it's not just that one thing, it's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 other things that are
They're piling up.
simple and they're piling up.
Right. So I have like 5 different, simple things that I need to do that I'm like, well, since it's not going to take me a long time, I'll do it when I, get around to it. But that's one of the things I'm going to work on is not procrastinate on simple tasks, because big stuff, I kind of jump on and get it done. Because it's a bigger deal, I guess.
Right.
But smaller tasks, I'm just like, I'll get around to it. I guess because I'm so busy doing other stuff. But some of those things don't even take a long time. It's just a matter of just doing it. So set yourself up that, if there's something that someone asks you to do, if you're good at it and you seem to be the go-to person for that thing.
Right.
If it's something that's simple, may take, 15, 30 minutes, it's just easier to just do it and get it off your plate than to plan it if you have the time.
Right. And I mean, something as simple as putting a calendar reminder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back to, even my New Year's resolution, downloading an app. It's just that simple. Download an app, schedule calendar reminders. I'm just saying that you just have to make a plan to do it, and be diligent about it and stick to it. And that's important so that it doesn't pile up. You get a task, do it, and be done with it. And it's off your plate.
Yeah, like doing weddings.
Like doing a wedding? So we have someone in the chat that's saying, my resolution is to do at least one wedding this coming year. Aww. We wonder whose wedding that is.
We wonder.
So hey, we know for sure that your New Year's resolution will come true in this coming year. Right, at least for this coming year. So yes, we're super excited.
We're gonna help you with that one.
Yes, we are. We're gonna help him make his New Year's resolution come true.
Holler at us.
Okay, listen, I have one more New Year's resolution. The other thing is, why do people make so many New Year's resolutions? Why you gotta have 15 of them?
Right.
Knowing good and well you ain't gonna stick to not even 2.
Stop saying it.
Right. You're just trying to be a part of the group. Well, my New Year's resolution is, listen, stop. Okay. Make 1 or 2 New Year's resolutions, stick to them, and then once you realize, hey, I can do this, then you can add a third one. But why you have a list of 15?
Right. And make it attainable.
Make it attainable. That's on our list. Yes. Okay. So my second New Year's resolution. So my first one was continue to lose weight, because I'm excited about how things have been going for me. I'm super excited about it. So I want to continue to lose weight, tone up, get healthy, and God willing, live a long life by doing so, and being conscious of my how my body is speaking to me and things it's saying, and making sure I make necessary changes. And then the other thing is, I want to keep a positive attitude at all times. Sometimes we allow certain things to become a trigger. We allow certain things to get us upset, cause negative energy, to cause negative thoughts, to make us revert back to maybe a person or a way or a character or personality trait that we are not so proud of. And I want to be able to, move to a place where I'm always finding the good in everything that's happening around me, so that my energy is good, my atmosphere is good, my attitude is good. I have positive people in my corner, positive people talking to me. That's my desire, and that's my goal. And so I have to, make that a personal goal of my own in order for me to put that energy out there, in order for that energy to come back to me. And so that's my goal, is to always keep a positive attitude.
Indeed. And, sometimes it's, setting up small things and get used to doing those small things on a repetitive or scheduled basis will set you up for bigger things to be responsible for, and do those on a consistent basis.
Absolutely.
So start, if you're not used to scheduling and staying on task, start with small stuff.
Right.
Small stuff. That you haven't done before. Not taking out the garbage. I mean, you're already doing that. Washing dishes, that don't count. Stuff that, even if you do something like, what, I'm going to set some small goals, and what I'm going to do is make sure that every Friday I clean all the trash out of my car.
Right. Well, you know what? When I was a little girl, I remember my mom making my brother and I make up our bed every day.
Yeah, something small.
And I was like, why does my bed matter to you? And my mom used to always tell us, don't you want to come home? Just like you want to come home to a clean house or, a clean room or a clean kitchen or whatever. Then you want to get in a clean made up bed, with warm sheets or whatever it is. And now that I'm an adult, I do not get out of the bed without making up the bed. It is a habit.
Create that habit.
Exactly. It's a habit that I absolutely love. I love teddy bears. I love stuffed animals. And so I make up my bed and I put make up the bed and I put all of the stuffed animals on the bed. And when I come home from work and I go into the bedroom, take my shoes off, slide them under the bed or whatever, I get a smile. I have a smile on my face seeing the bed and the stuffed animals.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but I just absolutely love that. And it came from, my mom making us as little kids make up our bed and telling us that, hey, it's important. Make up your bed and clean your room and all that stuff. And now it's a habit. So once you get in the mindset of doing something over and over, it just becomes a habit. And when you make good habits,
right, they become so easy.
They become
and they're
really
beneficial.
Easy. Absolutely.
Can you imagine going into a hotel and spending $330 a night, and you go in the room and the bed is not made up?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
You won't go back.
Exactly.
What's the point of even complaining?
Right.
Because you even go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Where they make up the bed.
Exactly. Because it's important to make up your bed. And that, I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't even think about that. When you stay in a hotel, you can stay there for a whole week, right? But when you leave, unless you put the tag on your door, the
do not disturb.
Right. The maid service, they're coming around and they're gonna make up your bed, because when you come back, you're like, oh, my bed is nice and neat and it looks good. That's a good feeling. We were listening to the radio on the way to work the other day, and who was that said that when I see dolphins, it puts a smile on my face. It really does. It's just certain little things that you do that put a smile on your face, just gives you a positive vibe, gives you a positive attitude. And I challenge every single person that is listening, that is watching, paying attention. If you go back and listen to this later, you'll hear my voice. I challenge you in 2021, make it your business to be positive, to have a good attitude, to be kind to people. You know what bothers me is when we get to the holiday season, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, everybody wants to be nice. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Have a great day. Oh, see you later. Thanks for coming. Shop with us again. And it's like, what about November and December makes you nice?
Right, because all the other months is like,
right. You pay your money, they give you a change, and they put their head down and go and they do something else.
Like you lucky to be in here spending money.
Right, exactly. Like you're not the reason they have a job, or you don't have to say thank you to them. It is so. Listen, I promise you, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a expert. I just have experienced it. And I know for a fact that when you are kind and you have a good heart and you make it your business to be nice to people, it comes back to you. If you never believe in anything else, believe in karma.
And doesn't it make you feel good to just be nice?
It really does. It really does. It just, where we work, I start a new position tomorrow, but in my old position, I've been in that position for 4 years, and I have been the go-to person for a lot of people in high places. And the respect that I have gained from those people really does my heart good. And I know that I have gained their respect because I give them respect and I make them feel like they are important. And what they're responsible for is important. When they speak to me and ask me to do something or collaborate or get involved in something, they trust that I'm going to get it done. And so when they hear my name, it's a matter of respect that they put on it, because they know, hey, she's a great resource. She's a great asset. She's a great person. She's going to get the job done. You can count on her. And so when someone, gives a reference for me or gives a review, it's always positive feedback, and it's always a positive review, because I make it my business to always be professional and always be nice and always be a great resource to people.
Yeah. And same here. Most of the people I work with since I'm IT, they call me Mr. White or Sir, and just out of respect. My players still call me Coach.
Right.
Out of respect. They, it's just like, hey, I've earned it.
Exactly. You have earned it.
And I appreciate that.
And that's important. So again, let's make it our business. Let's make that a resolution for all of us that are out there, that are listening, that are watching, that are paying attention. It does not hurt to go above and beyond. It does not hurt to be nice. It does not hurt to be kind. It does not hurt to go out of your way. Because if you want to leave a legacy, let's leave a legacy of love. Let's leave a legacy of inspiration, of respect, of being genuine, being kind, being loving. And, it doesn't have to be your child or your niece or your nephew or your next door neighbor or your friend. It could be anyone. People will remember you for the kind deed that you did. And it will come back to you double fold.
It will. Being kind is contagious.
It is. Ooh, it is contagious. Yes. And if, like you said before, it feels good. So listen, the next time we see you, it will be 2021. Woo. So we at Beyond the Chat want to wish you a very, very happy new year. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tell a friend, and we'll see you again next Sunday at 6 p.m. on Beyond the Chat. Thanks for watching. I'm your girl, Natasha Cash.
And I'm your host, T-Dub, in the building.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you be kind to somebody. Hey, really get down to it. Come on, from the bottom to the top. Stay tuned. Make sure you stay locked. Hey, Beyond the Chat.
We're not just chat, we go.
Hey. Come on.
We're not just talk, we go.
Woo! Peace.